Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you are, and welcome to Tuesday with Delenn, Tuesday morning. Today's going to be a pretty chilled out day. I'm hoping to start a new project, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown where it is, but I'm just going to get out of this hole. I have no idea what time it is. Oh, it's time to sleep. Well, that's great. Grand. That's okay. So today's project is going to be over yonder. And apparently I have extra programs running that I don't need. Close window.
Hello?
Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Alright. So, we have our building, our overly sized castle. It's just not, it's not right for scale, but it'll do. Apparently this is Mob City today. Well, that's okay. But we have this nice big flat spot that we flattened out, and so we're going to build something a little different over there. And I realized that my scale, compared to what I was going to reference, is completely and utterly out of whack in such a way that's not recoverable. But we're going to go with it anyways, just because it's Minecraft and because we can, I guess is really the only reason. But today's plan is we're going to move over east here into this big flat zone and place a schematic that we're going to use as a base for our Abbey and Monastery, but not actually use the full design of it because we need to modify it. It's just something to work off of, but it saves us a lot of time for scaling and so on. So yeah, that's where we're at. Nice to make sure I bring the right tools with me, because you kind of need the right tools. Do I have one? No, that's not the toolbox. That's the toolbox. There we go. All right. And we have... yeah, there we go. Put the toolbox back. These are all junk. Actually, they're not all junk. They're sorted items from the mob farm down below, so we're starting to get exactly what I needed. Not too fast, not too slow. It's working out just the way I like. So, good news there. And I have a... did I put the box of rockets in here? Okay, good. I can fly around. Excellent. Okay, travel bed. We should be ready to go. Okay. So today's stream is actually going to be placing the new item. Ooh. Good question. I think it's a new mod that I've got going on. So we'll just see. Bobby's a bit insane. Okay. Wow, I can see the castle from here. That's impressive. Didn't think I could. So I'm just walking the space to try and make it all render in. Basically the mod that's forcing frame rates to really struggle right now is actually one called Bobby. The idea is you load the frame rates in, or the chunks in once, and then you can have stupid render distances because it just loads them from local cache that has nothing to do with the server. And so that's part of why it's freaking out. Okay. But I'm hoping this space will be big enough. So, yeah, because I can, and I wasn't quite sure how the frame rates would look, I've temporarily got it jacked to 32, which doesn't work well when you're dealing with servers and stuff and flying around and whatever. But it should, the theory is it should settle out once it figures out how to, there we go. So we're getting into 130s and stuff. I'm just going to mess with that a little bit. I don't think I need quite that much distance. It was more of a to see if I could as opposed to really needing to. Let's go to like, let's make it like 24 or something. Sure, why not? Apply. There we go. And okay. Wow, did that ever suck? Options, video. Let's go back down to the 12 we usually have. And then it should just... The reason I originally wanted it was because when you load from local... wow, frame rates are really stuttering. That's not my computer. bizarre. Anyway, when you load from local, the advantage to that is when I'm flying, then it should pull faster from local than it does from server, so that I shouldn't actually have the problem where I'm flying into nothing rendered. So yeah. We'll have to see if I can keep that. So I've got it down to 12, but it's pulling old chunks. That's why it's still showing the other ones. Okay, so let's see what we can do and get this new schematic placed. So load this one and create a placement for it. Thanks. Where are you? Oh, I'm in it. Okay, we're gonna have a major frame drop for a minute or two here till we can see if we've got this thing placed properly. Oh, it's that one. Shoot. As you can see, the person who made this schematic didn't exactly pay a whole lot of attention to heights. So we're going to need to mess with that quite a bit, because we obviously don't need all of their, fake tunnels and ores and that jazz. It's completely useless to our purposes. Completely. All right. Yeah. Bit of an oopsie on their part. So it's something I meant to fix, but I actually didn't place the schematic in the other world. I didn't actually paste it in. I just placed it to see where I wanted it. So yeah. It makes the moving a bit pokey, I'm afraid. Okay, come on. Which way do you want to go? X goes this way. Come to mama. Okay, I think what we're going to have to do is go down with this thing first, because it's really killing the frame rates, so the sooner I can make this stuff not render, the better. And the reason I can't just cut it off now by telling it not to render those parts is simply that it's based on not showing anything above a particular Y level. Well, if I don't have it situated where I want it Y level wise, that doesn't help us. There's a bit of an underground design here. Not much. Let's just take a quick boo. Okay. This is where free cam comes in handy. So we've got some stuff down in here, which might be useful. Is that just caving? I think it's just cave stuff. Okay. Yeah, cave stuff. Totally don't need that. Cave stuff. Based on the way some of these are sticking out, it looks like they may have actually had ocean and had to build out an island. Yeah, it's all an island under here. That's what's going on. Okay. Huh. Oh, and I can see how they got the villagers in. Not my thing. I'm going to get villagers in this, I do not know, because I'm going to have to move the librarians, but that's another problem for another day. Got to get it built first. The nice part about FreeCam, though, is I can fly and move this puppy. There we go. Okay. And I can get up to see if this is A, the orientation we want, and B, if it's in the right spot yet. Okay. First off, this is not the orientation we want, I think. Oh, no, actually it is. It is. Just map. Yeah. But it's not quite the location. Yeah, it's going to look pretty good. I think we're above the clouds. I might have turned off the clouds just for convenience sake, so I can get up here. But I have to move it in quite a bit, because there's a lot of stuff that's got to happen a little further over here. And let's see how the map's going. It's not going to show, because the river's here, and we're still at the moment hanging over on this corner right into the river, so I've got to get it pushed over quite a bit towards the trees and to the snow. So there's the snow. And monasteries are big, so I mean we're really working with a space here that's not appropriately sized, but doing our best. there is on... actually, let me just pause for just a split sec to switch up the reference screen to a new one. Oh, I don't need that one. Oops, sketch. Nope, sketch map. Copy. Paste. Properties. Okay, I'm just changing up the file so you guys can see a little bit more of what we're actually talking about in this one. Sketch map, where are you? This one? Yes. Alrighty. So that's one. Where's the second one? Properties. I want to show you guys what I'm thinking here. So we'll take a quick look at these. There's 3 different pieces that I'm looking at. This one? Yeah, that one. And one more. Some of these are based on archaeology of the real place, and some of these are fantasy based on the fictional novels based on the real place. That's where it gets complicated. So I'm just trying to see what I can do. Where are we? Did I have this one, I think? Okay. Image, what's this one? Properties. Browse. So we will get these. Some of these are a little big, so we'll just have to resize them so you guys can see what I was thinking of. No, not that one. This one? Oh, no. Okay, I don't need that. Okay. We should be good. Cancel. Oh, ha ha ha. I already had that set. Let's take this. So, rename. There we go. All right, so what we're looking at, the big one, is this piece. And yeah, I get that it's... Somebody slept, thank God, because my character's in trouble. Oh, go away, you noisy things. Oh, come on. Bendy bow for the win, come on. Okay, well, at least you disappeared. That's fine. Alright. Let's try that again. I pegged one of them. And I guess I better sleep, huh? Oops. Okay, so you guys, let's get up here. Whoa, whoops, wrong one. Are seeing a bit of a sketch, and I know my layouts aren't great. Let's go this way. Yeah, there we go. Way, way up. Way up. So you can start to see how the space I have versus the map I want to work with are not conducive to... Oh, where's the map? Come on, map. This one. Let's move over there. You can start to see in the middle of the map there that I definitely have problems with regards to getting everything to fit on properly, right? So the map and the space I'm working with are completely and utterly different sizes. So we have a little bit of things to do. First off, we have materials to gather. Hello? Oh, there you go. We have materials to gather. And then we... Come on. Let me fly. There you go. Might help if I actually press the right buttons. And we also have possibly some more space to clear. Because we've got buildings to put down on this side. And we're going to have to deal with the terrain here, whereas they didn't in actual Shrewsbury. So, we'll have to see what happens. Okay, game? That makes no sense. If I'm above the clouds, I shouldn't have rain. okay? Rain's in it, fine, but yeah. So we've got placement issues, but yeah, what we're missing. I'm going to make this really big for just a second here. Fit. No. Abbey sketch map. I want you to fit. There we go. And bigger, please. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Don't worry, we're not always going to be this big. All right. So as you guys can see here, we've got a good amount of stuff that needs doing, right? We've got gardens, we've got halls, we've got mills, we've got ponds. Theoretically, we're supposed to have a lot of stuff in between the buildings and the river, which is kind of a no-go at the moment. But yeah, that's the goal. Some of the goal, anyway. So we've got places to go, things to work on. And I'm going to crop that picture so we can get a better version of it on screen because we'll be working with it for a while. But you can see, ooh, maybe. Here, I'll just shut that one off for a second. Sketch map. You can see that A, the clouds are in the way. So escape, options, video. Where am I looking? Oh, quality, clouds. Goodbye. Apply. There. Now we can see what we're doing. Done. So of course, we can see that we've got a little bit more placement to work with, and the more that we can eke out of here, the better. So let's see what we can do in terms of... Let's go down a bit. But now that we know for sure that we don't need the crazy... what's the word? The crazy underground section, that should help us place this a little bit better. We also don't need the spire towers. We only need one of them, really, but it'll be... I'm not actually going to build these pieces. I'm going to change up the front. We do need a little bit of the way the front's designed here, but then I'm going to take the towers off because it's not the way the real one looks. I actually have photos of what Shrewsbury Abbey looks like, and I'm kind of using this as sort of a base design so that we can get something in, and then we can decide how realistic we want to go from there. Because, for one thing, the real one... real abbeys of any sort would not have actually had the bells exposed like that. So, you know, I was actually, to some extent, I was more accurate last season, but my scaling was completely and utterly off because I made it up on the fly. Okay, let's see, what can we get? We're almost there. Because I think we've got just about all that we can with the trees, unless we go chopping out more. We'll still have to remove some, but not a ton. Okay, let's see if we can go down. And, whoa, whoops, too much. Too much. I just want the ground level to disappear. Stop complaining about the ground, please. Thank you. There we go, so one more down. Oop. All right, okay. So that should be snow. Oh, right, forgot about that. It's that one little zone where there's snow. So my question becomes, do I terraform more or do I go with it? Because I've got a lot of stuff, as you guys saw, sketch map. I've got, I mean, it's not really too bad. I've got gardens and stuff to the east, and in this schematic there's gardens off the corner, so I could work with that if I need to. And then an abbot's residence here. Then we've got a guest hall, it'll probably be about there. And then we've got mill ponds and whatnot we can put off this west side. So I think we're just about right, and I might even be able to squeak in coming a little bit south. So I don't have to cut off so many trees and deal with that edge there. Because the ground's not quite level there. Let's see what we can do. Alt. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see if I can do a little more. Almost there. Actually, by the time I get the... Sorry guys, that kind of scared me. And we have no frames, so we're going to be dead. Go away. Serves me right, you know. Ugh. Well, that gave me a bit of a jump scare, and here comes a creeper. All right. Don't need that guy either. So, apparently I blew it vertically. Let's just see how bad I jump scared. So I'm just going to, oops, go back up and see how badly I jump scared and rearranged everything when I was trying to fight with my wood sword. Yeah. Well, oops. That not smart. Okay. So I think what we're going to do instead, let's just try it one more time. That was frustrating, but you know, my own fault, right? But boy, did I jump. So we're geeking out on music this morning. We need to name 2 singing duos, which is pretty easy, so let's see if we can exceed 2. I'm not going to comment on this one because I've got 2 right off the bat. Because there's no era said about this one, so that's why I've got 2 easily. I guess I could say 3, maybe? I'm thinking. 4. Wow. If you're saying specifically singing 4, I mean, if you want to add rap to that, I got a 5th one. So, because Fantastic Sherlock Fox is busy, he's actually doing 2 different things at once. Yep. Okay, yep. And those are 2 I didn't think of, actually. So I've got, I was thinking of Everly Brothers, the Smothers Brothers. We've got Sonny and Cher, and we have Donnie and Marie Osmond. And then if you add rap to it as well, semi-rap, I guess, then you've got DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Not that I particularly like them all that much, but you know. Can't win them all. Oops. This one. And I went up. Haha. I can go down while I was doing that because I didn't need to fly that high. There we go. Dang, autocorrect. That's okay. Alright, did I get this up? Down. Up. Down. Okay, I think we're alright. Oh, I got too far in this corner, so I have to back it off a little bit. And then I need to lock it in so that I can't move it like that again, because that was just dumb. This is why I need to pay more attention to the surroundings. Let's go lower. I'm sure there's plenty more modern duos. Okay, that looks crowded, but just about right. If I take out that one tree right on the corner here where the pig is, that should be fine, because we're not building these. That's facade from across the street, and I can take out that tree. So pretty much just cut it off across these few trees here. It should be good. Which now would give me then a land level to work with. Yeah. There. So now I am standing on 107, which means we can change this. Configuration, layers, single layer, layer range, no. All above 107. Oh, set here, that'd be easy enough. so now, if I go down as part of the free cam, yeah, so I'm not seeing any of that nonsense that we had before. We just have the building from 107 up, so we can handle that. All right. So then, take off free cam so that I'm not doing that anymore, and I'll get the sword out of my hand. What is this one made out of? It looks like it's made out of cobblestone mostly. There's tacky as all get out. Certainly not going to be doing that. And what have we got in here? Okay, I can move that. So this will be the refectory, where they actually sat and ate their meals. Okay, and then this will be the cloister, which is basically the courtyard. Which direction am I facing? North will always be the church. Always, always, always. But you don't usually get in from this side. Although, I mean, hey, we can be the cat who walks through walls, sure. So yeah, as we go through it, I'm not going to cover everything off. This is part of the chapter house where they have some of their meetings and learning and stuff. And then up this direction is usually some of the dorms, but depending on the order they follow, whether it be Cistercian or Benedictine, you might have some of the monks sleeping up there, or they might actually have some of them on this side as the dormitory. We may have bedding on both because we're going to have enough what do you call them? Villagers running around in here. That we might have enough that we need both sides. It's not fully inaccurate if I did put bedding on both sides, because one would be for the lay brothers that worked for the monastery, basically the lay people who worked there, needed places to sleep and whatever. But the monks themselves would have the dormitories on the other side. Yeah, and as we go through it, we'll talk about the various rooms. I'm not a huge Catholic or anything like that, so I'm going to have to be doing a little bit of homework on this one, and a lot of it will be based upon what I can remember of reading the novels, because that's kind of what the influence is here, and these towers will be chopped off. Actually, I should change that to escape. Oops, to between. So render layers. We're going to change the between part. No, layer range. So minimum layer will be set here. Maximum layer, we're going to go up and see how far we need to go. I need is that just the tower now? No, there. Okay, so -1, 126. 126. So that should do the trick. Alright, and the reason I did that is that we don't need more than the tops of the buildings. The tower at the front's actually going to change shape. So this one, because the one in Shrewsbury actually wasn't super duper tall. So this piece here, this weird little bit tower there, we're actually going to steal that design, and we're going to stick it, weirdly enough, right here, right over this little cross-shaped bit. And then this bit on this side, we really don't need the towers to be what they are, so we'll just ignore that. Exactly. So really this is sort of a base to work with, and then we can always change it. Part of the reason I'm not too fussed about going step by step on the original building like I did, at least not to begin with, like I did with the church last season, is because, first off, the building mostly doesn't exist. Right through the middle of this area here, Thomas Telford, the lovely hated architect of the 1300s, put I think it was M5 right through the middle of the property. So smashed through the Great Hall, the abbot's residence, a huge chunk of the cloister, and a huge chunk of the refectory as well. So yeah, it became a church, and it was kind of stupid. I mean, I think they might have had most of the main building still, but all the Great Hall and abbot's residence and whatever, that was gone totally. And then, but the thing is that the church itself was in decline and not really in great shape and whatever, and eventually got turned over to the crown in 1600s. So, you know, it became a bit of a moot point, but a lot of it got destroyed. So now only the major church exists. which unfortunately, I'm going to take this map off. So you can actually see what I was doing because I was wandering around. But the smaller one, where did I put that one? I think it was Model 2. Yeah. So this is kind of what they think it would have looked like in its heyday. And we have a lot of the similar buildings and a couple of ponds that were moved. So, I mean, we may go a little bit more with that type sketch depending on what our spacing looks like. So I'll turn that off. And this one is a sketch of what the real building's layout should have been. So it's not that far off our design. And then what you see of the gray zone in the middle is all that's like, so you get the black and then the gray zone in the middle. And that's all that exists of it today. The rest of it was demolished. And it's just a church now. It's still the, was it the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul, I think? It's got a new name, though. There's, I think it's the, I'll have to look it up. It's Holy something or other. But the whole thing that used to be, you can see where there's a couple of lines. That's where the road came through. And, you know, I just want to, like, reach up and smack a guy in the face. But it's not because of the books. It's because I just have a problem with people destroying architecture like that. You know, it's one of my hang-ups, one of many, many, many hang-ups. But in any case, so we're not going to cut it off at the modern end. We're going to try and get all the bits and bobs and all the pieces and see what we can do. So yeah, that's where we're starting. And I may actually go ahead and throw the tree in quite early just because it helps us with a marker point for where the centering of things are. But we can see a lot of it is, this one is done in cobblestone and stone in this particular design, and I'm not going to go with that. I can change up the materials. So we're going to have a lot of red as we build it, just because I'm changing what the materials are. A lot of the building, I'm going to go with stone and then with the brick accents. So where you see brick accenting here is probably going to stay that way, but a lot of this will just become plain stone. Just because, I don't know why they did it that way. If I can remember exactly how to change up the materials, I will do so. I have to read up a little bit on Litematica because it's been a while since I've used it. So, yeah, that's where we're at. But it looks like we have a lot of stone, and they want oak for the roof. I'm debating whether or not to go with oak or whether to switch it up to spruce. Let me just see. Schematic says this should be oak stairs. Okay, we can handle that. Obviously, we're going to need a lot of glass. And doors, of course. Torches, I don't know why they put that in there. I told them to not say the entities, but that was already in the existing one, so yeah. But that's where we're at. So we got our design. It's placed. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it. Oops, wrong one. This one. Schematic placements. I'm going to remove whatever that unnamed one is. Shift, remove. There we go. And then this one, placement configure, and I'm going to lock that one so that it can't be moved around. We can also take off the rendering box for the outside. So that's, oh, I don't need that at all. Okay. Ignore the entities on. Okay. So that should be easier for us to work with, I think. Now, material list will include all the mess that was underground. At least we can see what sorts of things we're looking for. Because clearly we don't need to collect bedrock. That's just not going to happen. Or lava. You know, like, so there's a bunch of stupid stuff in here that we need to get rid of. But unfortunately, I can't chop it in this world because I need to place it, like actually paste it in to do so. But just look at the generalities here. We've got a bunch of stone bricks. We're going to need some cobblestone, which it thinks we need a lot of oak. Petrified oak slab? What planet is that person on? Whatever. Okay. And then they're using wool for beds and stuff. Okay, we're good. Furnaces, obsidian, oh, okay, yeah, we're good. Alright. So now that this puppy's locked in, I'm actually just going to temporarily... actually, I can just ignore it because we're going back to the base. So we need to get a lot of these materials. And, oh. Easy place won't go away. So even though I still only have the render distance set at 12, things can pop up a little easier because I'm loading them kind of locally, so that works. Now, quick tour. I said last week I was going to change up the barns a little bit to make them look similar, so I took down the last of the old sheep pen shack, sheep shack. There we go. And so all the sheep are in here. We've got that part figured out. All of the cows are in here. Now what I've done is, yeah, we've got weird little pillars in here, but from the outside it matches the aesthetic on this one. So I'm just going to go with it. But I kept some of the open ends with the lanterns, so it's sort of an odd combo design. And then the cows, happy little cows, are just hanging out in here. They can get on the ledge, but they can't get out because even on the ends where I've had the stone coming up higher, right in behind this wood, I've got another batch of fences, so that should hopefully keep the cows from escaping. Seems to have thus far, so we'll go with that. I was a little worried about the oak roofing on the other one. Pardon me, on the church buildings and stuff. But looks like I've used oak here, so I think that'll match out quite nicely. It's a bit odd that it's so light, so just gonna take a quick look for a second at what the real roofing would look like. And it just takes me a split sec. Where did I put that screen? That's the problem. Gotta find the screen. Shrewsbury roof, yes please. So they went with a gray in real life. I mean, probably a slate tiles or something like that. We don't have that opportunity. Shrewsbury Abbey, yeah, it's sort of like a brown thing. In all honesty, I'd love to do this whole thing out of mud bricks, but, you know, no can has. Therefore, I'm going to change up this roof, but we'll see what we've got available. You know, and it'll probably be, like most of my builds, it'll probably have a bunch of iterations as we get materials available to do various different things with. Cobble, I don't need that. Okay, no stone in there. We have some stone ready to go. Okay, I'll take those. A little bit of bricks, not so helpful. I can't remember if we needed stairs. Well, that's okay. Let's put this random egg away. Oh lordy, am I getting into the... Wow. Wow, just a few too many eggs. Guys, slow it down. Okay, where is... No, this one. Put that away and grab a couple for project boxes. Did I have 5? Rather literally? Wow. Okay. Now we're not going to get to the roof right away anyways. Yes, sir. I see you there. Oh. Well, oak is going to be interesting. Okay, fine. Project box there. So we're probably going to have to do a good amount of oak tree chopping with 5 saplings. So this will be... Probably do a bit of that outdoors, I suppose. And I'm going to bet we're needing slabs. Oh, oops, not buttons. Good grief. Slabs. We always do. We need the doors. What else? We needed the leaves. We're going to end up with a ton more, so I'm not going to worry about putting those in there. I guess it's tree chopping time. I'm not really sure I'm liking that roof, though. Thing is... Yeah, don't have a whole lot of opportunities. I don't have deep slate. Zero intent of going for it, because deep slate stinks. What have we got? I don't even know who Judd Apatow is, other than to say he's a director. Interesting. We got arrows galore. Okay. Ugh. Hey, I don't have enough andesite. I don't even know where that... Yes, plenty. I would very, very happily use that. And I'll use it for the roofing, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. So why don't we do that then? I'll make it stone, and then instead of the oak, we'll go with the deep slate. I'll still need the doors and such, so let's throw this back. So yeah, no need to rush on that one because we'll have a lot of building to do first. And I was going to say I need to chop stone, but no, I don't. So what I need to figure out how to do, sockbox, I put those away because they're not useful at the moment. Generate more each time you log on. Are you like mining like crazy? I mean, I can always go over and mine at your base if you want me to. Like that's another option. I just don't know what you want planned at your base. That's why I haven't come over and messed with it. I've explored a little bit, but that's about as far as it gets. Yeah. So eventually, part of the plan is we're going to build the monastery and stuff. But all of these stations here and the associated individuals are going to get moved. What is this for? They're going to get moved over to the monastery, so they won't be living in here. I might take the priest dude as well. The one guy from over there. Actually, probably nobody in here. Yeah, not enough, anyway. So I'll probably take both of those professions over to the building once we're done with it. And leave the more, for lack of a better term, pedestrian jobs on this side. It's a bit of a pain if one needs to re-gear or something, but lore-wise it works better. So, yeah. That's where we're at. Can't think of anything else more critical. We're mining down at minus 54 a bit. You wouldn't recommend going down into mine yet, as various caves meant that you had to link different mines and such. It's a bit of a journey. Ah, gotcha. No problem. No, that's fine. So it looks like we can probably go back over there then and figure out on the fly how to get our... There we go. How to get our schematic to change up cobblestone for regular stone. And I may regret it the moment I do that, but hey, we'll see. Get grass, you don't need to be in the wall. Alright. And what else can we do? Oh, I see, okay. You know what I think we're going to do? Okay, I'm going to go back to the other world where I'm safe for a second. And then switch to my test world so you guys can see some of the things that I had gone through. And we'll just chop off that stupid underworld thing. The underneath part of this one. And then replace the schematic. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to get indoors so I don't end up with things over my head. This is where all the wool ended up. I kicked out the wool guy, strangely. But that's where all the wool ended up. It was upstairs, and yeah. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to pause for a second and fire up my test world and see whether or not OBS is going to cooperate with that. So I enjoyed building a church from scratch last season. That was fine, but now that I've done that, I wanted to kick it up a notch a little bit. And as I said, so I will probably change it up. Let's see what I've got. Kind of hard to drink a coffee if you don't open it. All right. Excellent. Okay, let's see. What do I have for window capture? Properties. edge. One. All right. Just in the meantime, while things are loading, can I get that one to work? I believe we can pull it off. So this is some of the research I've been doing. You can see, I know it's on top of my face and whatnot, but you can see that, let's just pull this over here. Can you make it big, please? Big? Okay. Oh, and it lost it. There we go. All right, so you can see some of the research I've been doing here. We're on Google, of course, but the one you're seeing off to the right, that's what the building kind of looks like now. Actually, it's more, to be honest, it's artist rendering of it, but you usually see something that looks more like this. So you can see that in the center we have a tower that goes up, but there's no side towers to it, and you can see where the major road has come and cut through the building. So the side of it, if you get a roof look, the side of it you can sort of see. Apologies for everybody on mobile because I know this is tiny. Maybe that one might be better. You can start to see where some of the building had come out. So we've got the cross shape that you were seeing from above, and then the road has literally chopped through the place. It's quite tacky, to be honest with you. If we go up even further vertically, you can really get a good idea of how much everything's been hacked right through. But you can see that from there we did have part of, like, the edge of the cloister would be where these windows are on the lower level. So we're going to work with eventually turning it into this building, but because, as you can clearly see, the rest of it does not exist at all. So that we get to fake it. Fake it till you make it kind of thing. And it's actually just literally a car park or a parking lot, right? From every angle you like, it's a parking lot. So we can take a look at these things. Now, there's a couple of pieces that will be put in there, just adjust a little bit as we go, but most of it is not there. So that means that we've been working a lot on trying to figure out what could have been there. Ah, yeah, that's what it's called. So the remainder of that other building, when I said it had been recovered, no, not that one, this one. This is the top section where they actually had kept it / rebuilt it, and it's now the Church of the Holy Cross in Shrewsbury. So yeah. So when I showed you this picture here, with everything going in, the high altar and whatnot, that's all it's, like the black part and that's all that's left. And you can start to see from the pictures what bits got ripped off, right? Okay, so let's see, is this other one up? Are you up? Single player, build test, load, please. Go. All right. Let's take out this. You're seeing my world. Oh, no, not that one. Close this, please. Games, Minecraft. Please point at other one. This one. Please, and thank you. Gotcha. All right, so now we're back to my test world. You can see that's shadows from an attempt at Poirot from last season. And yeah. So we have frame rates that are in the plumbing right now, but that's okay. So this is the building that we're working with the awful basement. You can start to see the bedding. Oh, whoops. And every once in a while my button gets stuck, but creative flight for the lose. So we've got some beds in there and stuff that we're going to work with, and towers we can chop off. This other one south of us here was another candidate I looked at, and it doesn't quite fit our needs, but there are elements of the design that I think I might take a look at for later portions of our build. So for example, we've got this building on the right hand side in the corner with a little bit of a pond and whatever, and that would be the abbot's residence. So, and this one's a little bit more of a Cistercian layout. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think this one's based off of Kirkall Abbey. And so those are two. while this far one is very, very grand, it doesn't fit the layout we need at all. So that one was out. And then you can see this little tiny one. It's functionally a monastery, but it does squat for our plans. So yeah, that's what we're working with. And I'm actually just going to turn off the other ones right now. Schematic placements. We need the other ones off. Pardon me. Okay. And then I actually need to make this one come out of the ground a little bit so that I can actually get it to let me figure out how to cut off the rest. There we go, that's close enough. Actually, I don't want it quite so high because I just realized I'm going to water all over the place pretty quick here. Come on. Down we go. I want it to just like barely stick out of the ground because I actually have to place it or paste it for real into the world. And I am not great with these schematic programs, so we're derping it all together. If I can't figure it out on screen, then I will figure it out afterwards, but we are definitely going to cut off that basement part because it will give us the opportunity to get a better count on bits and bobs, and it'll also allow me to cut off the towers because I can repurpose the sections of the towers that are to the sides of the central piece. I can repurpose that for other elements that we need to adjust and change. Okay, so let's see, what mode do we have here? Oh, nope, I need that. Shift mode change. Up. Come on. Mode changes control. There we go. Area selection. Edit. Edit. Aha. Delete. Ooh, even nicer. Move. Move. Grid paste the schematic into the world. There we go. Paste it into the world. All right. So how do we do that? Home. Link. Nope. That wasn't what I wanted. Well, okay. Not quite what I was hoping for. Let's see. Place block. Ooh, nice. Fill. Schematic placement. Area. Delete. Okay, let's just go with deleting and see what we got. What happens if I delete stuff? We just go boink. Set move point. What? I'd like delete things. Corners mode, corners. Subregion unnamed. What? Okay. So it looks like I'm gonna have to figure this out off screen, which kind of stinks. Let's see if I can get this thing back down. Alt. Go down, please. Thank you. It's not moving because I'm doing deletes. That would explain a lot. Okay, delete. If I can delete a bunch of this, that'd be nice. Nope. Okay, I will figure out how to do that part off screen, but I can definitely change, remove, move. Okay. Subregions? No, I've got subregions. That's not what I want. Okay. Let's move this one down. 54 or so, I think it was. Then I'll try and paste it, see if I can figure that part out. It's more me not remembering the hotkeys that I'd selected for this thing. Okay, so because I want the quad, I guess I'm going to have to do it one block up. Let's get off that so I don't do anything to it while I'm looking up the command. Okay, config. Hotkeys. We want to... quickly clone the current selection. No, I want to Delete the currently selected box? No. Place, 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 layer, nudge. What do I got? Add, clone, delete, easy place toggle. Execute operation. What did I use for that? Left Alt V. Oh. Okay. So I'll try that. So if I go back over here and I change this to paste, and then I do Alt V. There. Alrighty. Excellent. Now, I could change this to that's area selection. Come on down. Go with this one. I'm going to fly it over. So basically what I've done is I've pasted this thing in the world, and then I'm going to copy it back as a new schematic, which is shorter. But unfortunately I need to touch something. So I'm going to probably take a look at the heights. Ooh! I hadn't realized one of these features before. This tower is actually not that bad if I just copy part of it and move it, so maybe I do want the height of that one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a corner here. Way down. Float, float, float. And I suppose I want this corner, and we're going to change our spots. I know. Okay, so Alt. Area editor. So we're going to corner 1. I think we're on corner 2, actually. Let's go. X is out by 1. Oh, nope. 794. You know what? 792? Or am I? Analyze the area. No. Okay, so I take that. Herp. Area editor. Okay, we're corner 2. The Y is got to go up a lot. Let's take the Z out by 2. Okay, Y up a lot. Left click to increase, right click to decrease, Shift, Alt, Control, increase step size, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see how we're doing. I don't want it quite that tall. Okay, so first thing, back here, loaded placements. We're going to turn this old one off. Then we go back. Now we're changing the area. Okay, so we want to move this one. Oh, not that way. Left click to increase, right click to decrease. Okay, perfect, we can do this. Okay, Y's. Let's go Z's. Nope. This way. That's going way out. I'd love to move while I do that, but not so much. So Y's to decrease. Don't need the bells. Okay. Which way am I moving? Doesn't help me. Get a better look at this corner, and then we'll sort it again. That way, edit. Corner 1. We need you to go out this way. Nope. That way. The Y should be fine. Go this way. Hello. Let's fly a little more. Why I love the gray boxes. Edit. Alright, we need Z to go. Oop, nope, that's the other way. I need X to go up. Nope, wrong corner. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with corner 2 then. So, nope, Z can go less. X can go more. Alright, so that should have boxed in what I want. Okay, it sounds good. I've got far less stupid water in here. Being as this is creative mode, give me dirt. Come on. There. No more crazy noisy mess. Okay, do I have anything that requires me to have this at this level? Or do I want to go up one? I think the back corner had some stone in the ground. Yeah, okay, because of this pattern, I need that part. Alright, the rest of this... I'm going to get rid of these buildings because I really don't need them. Yeah, oops. Come on, this is creative. Give me the flight back, thank you. So while adjusting this schematic is not something I'm great at, so we're kind of derping it through here. Something that's definitely worth learning, so that's part of why I'm not bothered by the fact that I'm using some of my stream time for it. It's not productive, but I mean, hey, you know, still fighting the allergies, so taking it easy. Why not? I just, like... leave the fence. Quite sure why they added these, but we don't need them. On my to-do list at some point is learn to use World Edit. I've never used it before, so there's probably a lot easier ways to deal with this stuff. But hey, this does the trick, right? Oops. Once we turn this thing into a schematic again, then we can go ahead and swap out some of the blocks that we don't want. So for example, the cobble will be gone, and the roof will go to deep slate. Don't know whether it's going to be deep slate tiles or not. I'll see what I can do. But it sounds like I have a supplier. So it's all good. And we're definitely going to tell it to avoid the entities. So we don't need a lot of this junk. Like grass and stuff. Oops. New recipes unlocked in my creator world. Yay! Skippy skippy. Okay. That's just dumb. Okay. Oh, I got a hole in the world. Whoops. Okay. What else do we not need? I don't need the towers, but there's no point in me ripping them off. The bells are cool, but they're different. So I think I'll do one of those from scratch. I don't really need the tree, but that's fine. All right. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those grounds, the farm part, so I'm just gonna take that out. We don't need this. Wow, frame rates in this world are terrible. What have I got going that I can kill? Not much, aside from the fact that I've got two worlds going at once. That's probably not the world's smartest move. Ah! Come on, let's get the grass out of here. Okay, what else we got? And I can't free cam in this world. Hee hee. Forgot about that. Okay, what have we got? Some church. That needs some serious work. That's okay, I know how to do that part. Oh, more building to get rid of. I'm not quite sure why such weird little spire things. So that they may go, I don't know. I'll keep them for now. If I decide to change that up, then it's better to do it in the other world than chop it off and not have it on the schematic. Okay. Skylight? Who puts a skylight in? Not in the medieval period, you've got to be kidding me. I think this crafting table was an accident, because that really doesn't belong there. Based on the stuff that we've found laying around the building, like as in plants and flowers and whatnot, I have a suspicion that the player who designed this didn't actually do it in a full creative flat. I think they probably did it either in a peaceful survival world or something similar, just because they've got all that weird stuff that was going on underneath. Okay, so this is probably all we need. And I can turn that into a schematic and then start changing stuff up. All right, so Let's go here, area editor, area selection. Are we good? Okay, what are we going to name it? We're going to name it, I don't care, actually. Let's just call it Abbey template. Sure. And we're going to save that one. Call it the same thing. Abbey, _, template. Ignore the entities. Oh. Nice. Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, well, now I know. Visible blocks only? No. Okay. Pardon my sniffles. And we'll try and save that. Alright, so then if I go over to the other world, oh, actually no, I don't want to do that. So now I can get back out of this one, back out of this one, placements, loaded, load one, load the template please, create a placement, that's fine. And you can see that we have a much more sane, well, mostly sane materials list. Apparently it's got grass in there still somewhere. Or grass? I'll have to figure out where those got to. Now we have the new schematic. Which, because I pasted the other one, I have to move this one. Mode placement, there we go. I just get this out of the way. Almost. There we go. And down. Z doesn't do anything here. And down. Oh, there we go. Alright. Now, with this one, I want to change up some of the blocks. So let's see what we can do. It's funny that some of it is like a good chunk of it's cobblestone, and yet some of it's actually like stone. I don't know why they would have done it that way. I mean, it's probably a textural thing, but this doesn't work. Okay, so let's see. Nope, that's not what I do. I don't want a schematic placement. I want to change it to fill, place, replace block. Okay, so let's get the ones we want. Search, we want stone. And then we want deep slate. What am I looking for? Try the tiles. And we'll see how that looks. Nope, and I need not tiles, I need stairs. Huh. Deep slate. I need deep slate tile stairs. That's what I need. Okay. So if I do this, let's see what I want to do. So I want to replace that. How do I? Trying to remember what my replace block thing was. Okay, let's go with, if I have to do it manually at the other world, that's fine too. So let's see what my hotkeys were. Easy place, no. Layer next, right. Nudge, no. Move, open. Pick block, nope. Under overlay through blocks. Save area as in blah blah blah. Schematic. Replace all. Okay. What's this? What do I do to activate the replace all identical place mode function in the schematic edit tool mode? I didn't have one. That would explain a lot. To activate the replace block type place mode function. Okay. It's identical. So let's try and give these a couple of keys. We're gonna go with, let's go with period. Let's go with comma. Looks like it's being used for something else, but we'll have to see what happens. Grab modifier, huh. Nudge. There's so much you can do with this thing. It's really, really powerful. Period. What is this also being used? Hold shift for more information. Tool select modifier block 1. Oh. Oops. And what's this one? That one's not being used. Okay, well then we'll go right alt and period. There. Nope, doesn't like that either. Oh, it just doesn't like the period being in there. Gotcha. Fine. Tough luck. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We go hold the period. Oh, whoops. That's not what we want to do. Haha. Okay. That's not what I want to be doing. I don't even know what that selection thing's for at the moment. Alt. Okay, editor. No. Selection mode, simple. Oh. Oh, normal. There, we're done. Okay, so this one, I want to replace block. And I want to replace block with what? Come on. Really go forward. Okay, if I do this, try that. Nope. So I have to figure out how to do that, because apparently I forgot since the last time I did it. Because I know I replaced a lot of stone styles in the train. I totally changed it up to blackstone because it was originally some nether brick stuff. But I've got a schematic that I like. So what we're going to do instead is do it manually for now. As in, like, just change it as we go. So in the meantime, I just need to open the files and make sure I get the schematic from this world copied into the other one. Not that window. Okay, I need this. So show me the files. Come on, show me the main file. Test worlds, open the folder. PCs, open the folder. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the one into the other, and then we'll get right back where we need to go. Schematics, libraries. And copy. Excellent. Perfect. Okay, so now we can get back into the other world. I'll just point the game at the other one. Properties, where are we here? We want that one. Yep. So we're back. We're live. All right. Let's deal with sleeping. Then we'll go back over and change up the schematic and get plunking in pieces. And I can change it after the game, so not a big one. Where are we? Buttons? Why do I do? Picked up the buttons from the library building and I need to put them away. Because they're clutter. Collector. Excellent. Alright, so here I'm going to load up the other schematic and then overlay it on this one. And then we can shut off this first one. So we're going to load it. This one. Set a placement. It's fine. I don't care. Alright. This tool back in my hand. Now where's the new one? Aha! There we are. Now if I... Oops. Uh-oh. F4. There we go. Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. So I need to put a 180 spin on this one to start with. So the new one... I figure we're going to call this right off the bat. Abbey... template? Rename. Okay. So now we need to rotate 180. That should get us going the same direction. Yeah. So I need to try and basically make it disappear. Oops. Holding down the Alt key. Killing my frame rate. That's okay. Oops. So we've got it lined up now, and I just need to go north quite a ways. Doesn't quite look right though. It's close, but it's not quite. What did I miss? Who's this one? Away. There. That looks better. So it should have lined up with the old one. Such that if I turn off the old one, so let's see, figure we'll unlock this, and then I turn it off. Actually, let's take a look at what we're doing first. So if I turn off the old one, we shouldn't see much difference at all. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Perfect. Aha! Interestingly enough, though, the old one has things like beds and stuff in it, because you can see them coming in. Since I told it not to pick up the entities, that actually didn't pick up on the beds. Oops. On. I want this one on. I want that one off. There, so we did actually get the beds. There we go. Okay, so we're going to configure that and lock the new one. Name 2 sets of characters on TV who are twins. Characters. And the problem is, I can't remember the ones from, Full House. Because that was supposed to be one girl, but it was played by twins. But then we have the Wonder Twins, which is pretty easy and nice. Hello! Strangely enough, Benson, you're ahead of your time on that one. And the reason I say that, it's kind of weird, but the reason I say that is technically the Weasley twins are not TV characters. However, it's been recently confirmed, pardon me, that the Weasley twins... Oops, sorry. Excuse me a sec. However, it's been recently confirmed that the Harry Potter books are being made into a television series. I wish I was kidding. It's not locked anymore. I thought I unlocked it. Schematic placements configure. Locked off. Thank you. Okay, I like that design in the ground, so I'll have to build that first. But there's not a whole ton. Is the rest of it? Yeah. Okay, so I've got to figure out some of that. But that's not a big deal. Alright. I'm going to lock this one again. Configure, lock it so we can't mess with it. Alright, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in their in the movies they were twins, yeah, sometimes they were both, but... Wow. For some reason, my throat doesn't like me today. So now that they're done... Where is my character? There's my character. So we still have beds, and we still have torches, and all that jazz. Which, in all honesty, would not be a bad idea right now. Did I even have any? I don't think I have any torches in here. That's odd. 8 options. Video settings, graphics quality, general. 12 chunks. Okay, so I should really only be seeing 12, but because of that other mod, I'm seeing more. Weird. Whatever. I'm not gonna argue. So let's put the kit out. So we've got the bed. Let's throw out the ender chest for now. Put it at the bed. What's in here? We've got... Gonna need schematics and stuff. Or not schematics, sorry. Scaffolding. Can't talk. What was I looking for? Torches, right? Right. And I didn't bring torches. Yes, I did. Plenty of torches. Okay. Start by just sort of torching up the area. Don't really care, but it'll make the little things go away if I put them in the same spots. What? Seriously? Some of these are just in dumb places. 3, you're in the way. You have to go. Oh, this tree's still floaty, so it definitely has to go. Not having that. Because we end up with mobs in the area if I don't. This one, you're connected too. You gotta go. worry about those. Oh, that's where the grass was. Okay, well, no grass now. Huh. Slight problem. And a weird piece I've missed. Whatever. So, first off, I need to sleep, because that's going to be problematic. I keep feeling I need to go around the building, but I can go through it at the moment. Wow, stuffy nose. Sorry about that, guys. Come on, it's almost bedtime. This is silly. Let me sleep, please. Open sounds. Go. Done. Yeah, okay. Let's put that away. Oh, I know what I was doing. Right. How much hangover do we have? There's hangover on this side. I forgot about that. How much? Okay. Not a lot. Yeah, I've got the space. So let's quickly fuss with that and get it moved. We're going to unlock placement. Configure, unlock. We can remove the old one because we got that new one's in the right spot. Close enough. Stone box. Let's go this way a little bit. 2, 3, 4. Come on. It's reasonable. Now let's see what happened on the other side when I did that. Ended up in the hill. But how much? Not by much, actually. So I can probably even just take that hill out. Like, I like that idea better than filling in the one on this side, because it's a little bit difficult to terrace it realistically. So just purely ripping out and flattening out this other side will be easier. I have to take it out anyways to put the stone ground in for that one. Alright, and then I can change my... So lock again. Lock. And then I go back here. Config. And I want to change the render layer style to an all below. Actually, let's do a single layer. We set this to 107. Wow. Okay. Up. 108, 9, 10. Where'd my layers go? That was not smart on my part. That's not what I want. I want config. Let's do the render layer range. All below, set there. Oh, well, sure, fine, that'll work for now. Huh. Right? Config, let's just show all. Did I actually turn off the placement? Oh, well that would explain a lot. Okay. I can change it as single layer business again. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. All right. Pardon me. By the way, Benson, hello. Sorry for not saying hi earlier. Got myself a little bit distracted. Escape. Okay, so now I can get out of this character And I can move that sword out of the road. So what we're going to do is just chop this back, expose what we need to expose, get the ground in, and then move from there. Or TV theme songs from which you can recite a line of lyrics. Ah! Mental note to myself. I shall... Ooh, did I fall in a hole? Yeah, note to self, I will be adding more geekouts between episodes, because I think we've had that one. So, streamer's prerogative. We'll replace this one, just see what we get. Choice. Oh, well that's not helpful. That's why I kept the dice out. So there's a dice that comes in the box. Normally you would roll it rather than just having the game random roll. So we've got dice, it's all kinds of colors, and I'm going to go with yellow. I have no idea what yellow is. I think it's literature. So we're going to exclamation point G yellow. Literature. Four titles by Agatha Christie. Oh, really? Really? Rigged. Rigged. So we've easily got Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile. You know, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we've got Murder at the Vicarage, Body in the Library, ABC Murders. I think that's 5 or 6 so far. 5, maybe. Close enough, right? Done. Done deal. Sorry for not giving you guys a chance, but I mean, come on, that was so in my wheelhouse. Nope, not yellow. That's not what I want. Let's geek out. I'm going to... Really? No. Okay, there we go. 2 titles about an artist. So 2 titles about an artist. You can define artist however you like. I don't care if it's an art artist in terms of like pottery or painting or sculpting or whatever. But you could also define it as any other type of thing that you would think is art. So I mean, if writing books is an art, it could be stories about authors. Wow, how deep did this go? Guess I have some trees to chop too. Oh, there we go. There's the edge. There's the corner. Yeah, so we will have some more geekouts available. I didn't realize it was going to wrap so quickly from the ones I'd input before. So I'm just definitely going to add some more of those between, and we'll have some new ones for this evening. Okay, so we should... Why do I have... I must have forgot something there. Bet you that's part of the old buildings that I took down, their foundations, and I didn't deal with replacing the stone with something else. Two titles about an artist, so if that's a dead stop, just let me know and I will swap it up instantly, because we don't need that one to stop people. But if the geek out thing is interesting to people, then I'm looking at potentially, once I get through, sort of start lapping or looping once, after we get through the rest of this box that I get input, If we start looping after that, then I'll add another set. So that we can keep going. Okay, this one should be... Yeah, okay, they were starting to get the bricks and stuff. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, come on. Difference between dirt and grass is just pedantic. No, whatever. Oops, now I've got holes I can't see. That's no good. We can see that we've got a project we're going to be working on for a while, which is good news because we haven't had a good project to work on for a while. I've talked about chicken cookers and all that jazz, and it's still on the radar, but keeping that sort of a back burner project because the quicker we can actually get into a major build, then it allows us to use the chicken cookers and such for breaks when things start to get a little bit crazy. There's enough of this build that is grassed that I didn't think it was worth it to put, oops, to move it up a layer and build the whole layer of grass underneath, but there's a lot more stone in here than I had originally realized. So I probably should have lifted up by one, but oh well, I'm here now. Grass, please, thank you. Grass, dirt, nope, stone. Okay. I'd really like a lot of this building to be level with the ground if I can. Why? Not gonna ask. What is that? Oh, it's stone. Okay. It's basically anything that's red I need to move or change. That's going to be in the square, so let's not do that. I'm just trying to reveal the stone stuff mostly. But I think it would probably be easier if I, pardon me, just built the stone as we go, I guess? Maybe? I don't know. It's all a guessing game. Let's see. There we go. Okay, that's one that's not mine. That I know somebody can answer that, but I can't name that many operas. So, yeah. That's one that's finally not in my wheelhouse. Nor purely stumping. I mean, like, there's the ring cycle, but that doesn't really count as an opera, per se. That's more than one. Oh, really? Is that just dirt? Come on. Let's see. Yep, Marriage of Figaro. Exactly. We've got, La Traviata and things like that as well. It's gonna be dirt because it's going to be dirt. There's going to be buildings on top of it. Nothing's wrong. Okay, let's go get some bricks and see what we can do to start this one up. Bricks, stone, and there was cobble in there too, wasn't there? And of course I didn't bring any. Well, that's okay. start in this corner and work our way out. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow. Yes, Brick, please come back. Thank you. Oscar. Yeah, I guess, you're right. I know very little about operas. Fantastic Sherlock Fox is the opera fan in our house. I wouldn't say, well, maybe fan, I guess. But it's one of those ones where it's a situation of, he knows far more about it than I do. And so we get things like Sunday or Saturday afternoon at the opera on our local national radio station. And I usually turn it off. It's not that I don't like opera, but... Okay, yeah, I don't like opera. But it's not, it doesn't grate on me, I just... Because I don't understand it, it doesn't work for me. I mean, I guess I could also technically get away with listing some of the operas within operettas. For example, like Phantom of the Opera has... I think they do a version of Hannibal inside that one, but it's not really a full opera. And it's sort of a reference to an opera, it's not actually the real deal, so yeah. Cheaty on that front. What else have we got? There's one. Oh, there. And here and there. Do I not have the right thing? What's this? Okay, there we go. I want to place the brick. Hello? I can't quite walk on that, but close. If you point at the right piece, it will actually let you place it, but it's not easy. Alright, there we go. Oops. Okay. Don Giovanni. Yeah, good point. So I don't know what it is about opera. Like, we've talked about this before. Opera is one of those ones where people can enjoy it, and some people, you know, some people like it. I've heard it said, well, if you had it explained to you, then you've got a perfect idea of what's going on. Well, yes and no. And the reason I say it that way is, oh, well, this is going to be problematic. The reason I say it that way is that the radio, the way they do it, is they explain everything that's going on in the scene before they actually play that part of the recording, and you're listening to it, but you're not seeing anything that's going on. You're not familiar with listening to what's going on, so it really doesn't help. And then because I don't understand Italian, I can't figure out where we're at in things. So for example, like if I was to watch one at the theater, I would be really quite confused. Whereas sometimes you'll get presentations of opera where they'll put, like on television or whatever, they'll put subtitles on the bottom. Because sometimes just the way opera's done, because it's very minimalistic in the sets, you're supposed to be able to understand from the lyrical story. Because minimalistic in sets, if you don't have any clue whatsoever what's going on, then you're kind of in trouble. Okay, this one and that one. And I'm going to assume that's... Oh, no. It's just that it wants to be dirt. Okay. Alright, so I think I've got about all I've got those supplies for. Let's dig the next section up. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Yeah, of course. There's something underneath that. This one. This isn't going to work because dirt's going to become other stuff. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any stone stuff that I can fill in. Nope, nope. No, I want that. Dirt, okay. There's a lot that should be stone. This is why I probably should have done it one layer up. Eek! Okay. So I'm regretting my decision, but that's okay, it happens. Hello? Dirt? I want to place it over there. I mean, because it's going to be ground level and nobody's going to see it, maybe I'll just skip it and see what I can do. If there's something that doesn't make sense because it shows, I can come back and take it down a layer. Let's go up by one. Alright, so I need much more... I need a stone cutter to begin with. And I need much more plain stone, because we're switching it out for the cobble. And start to get into wood. Okay. So you can see what we're going to be working on this evening. We've got ourselves a good start. So I think what I'm probably going to do is call it here. I know I started a little bit late, but with the allergies and all, I don't think I really want to run over long today. Just, you know, prevent everybody from having to deal with all the sneezing and blowing and all that jazz. So, let's just take care of... Do we have any last couple of minutes? Nope. No last minute things at the moment. Do I have... This one. Thought I had a spare one of those. Where did I put it? I know I've got two of them. Sorry, I'm being a little squirrely right at the end. It's not very effective. Sleep things away and see what we've got available. Oop. What I meant to do. Okay, so we're looking for the other stone cutter, because we're going to need it. I know I'm pretty sure I've got two. I figure out where I put the other one. It's not in that box. Didn't see it in the toolbox. Wow. Yeah, I'm really causing myself some grief here. Well, I mean, when all else fails. Let's see. Stone cutter. This thing needs 3 stone and an iron. Easy peasy. Let's just make one, because then I don't have to worry about moving the one the villagers are using. I need the iron. That's what I needed. Here we go. Now, other thing I want to do while I'm here is take a look at our placements, configure it, and which one's this? Materials list. Okay, show all. That's trying. Refresh bees? Okay, so we're going to info HUD on. Okay, so we're going to need to get it to try and tell us how much space, how much stuff we actually need. But wow. All right, so we have a lot of stuff to do. Let's turn that back off again. So, do this one, configure, material list, info HUD. Okay, that's off. Refresh. I don't know where that material list with showing it came from, so I will need to clear that as well. Well, apparently, it's boo-boos. Boo-boos all around. So what we're going to do is we're going to head ourselves out to someone else. Probably an easy thing to do. Where's the sketch map? There, that's a good place to go. Stop right on the top of my face, right? Abbey sketch map. You can be smaller. Nope. Yoink. There we go. Close enough. Nope, let's turn that off. I honestly thought I could stop with that on the side of the screen, but it did not like me, so we'll just call it. I make a few mistakes. I'll see if I can clear up some of this mess and get it all sorted out, and get a few more of those geekouts ready to go for this afternoon. Or this evening, sorry. It's afternoon for me, not for you guys. So let's see who we've got that would be friendly to visit. Oh, interesting. We haven't seen him in a while. I think we're going to raid out to our friend Shro for show. Now, I'm just going to double check and see if he's going to be on a little bit longer or if he's going to be out fairly soon. So give me a quick second to check on that. And then...
Hello.
Hey, Neon. Perfect timing. Unfortunately, I'm on my way out. Just going to see, what his plan is. Mute his tab. Mute. Mute tab. Schedule. This seems to be an unscheduled slot. Okay. So I don't know how long he's going to be on. That might not be a great plan. Let's see what else we got. What else we got today? Well, not a whole lot hasn't been on for quite some time, so yeah, I have no idea how long Shro's going to be going for. He sometimes cuts it quite solidly at 2 hours, and he's been on for an hour and 3/4. So I think instead, although he's not everybody's cup of tea, I think we're headed on to Gutty instead. We're gonna go hang on with Gutty. He's working on the mega base. So yeah, and he hasn't been on for very long at all. So that's where we're headed today. We're gonna go see him. Where is my buttons? Can my buttons work? There we go. All right. I will definitely check them out, Neon. Just haven't met them yet. So we'll head over to Gutty today, and I'll take a look at that one and probably add it to my list. And there, we'll get that started. Oops. Well, that didn't work. Try that.
Mischief managed.
Alrighty. So for everybody that managed to come on by, I want to say thank you very much to everybody. I don't know if I've cleared the viewership from last time, but we had Swanky dropping by, and Neon dropping by, and Benson, and Fantastic Shock Fox. Nice quiet crew today. Hopefully we'll be a little more organized for the evening and get a bit more pizzazz going on. So, yeah, I want to say thank you very much for hanging out. I will be back this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 5 p.m. Mountain Time, and we'll be working more on the monastery building. Until then, have yourselves a fantastic day. Feel free to grab the emotes that apply to you, whether it be the subscription ones up at the top with the little hype sheep thing, or whether it be the raid pickaxe below, or any emotes that you prefer to use. So give Gutty our best. I will join you for a few minutes after that, and I'll see you later today. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.